What's up, everybody? Alright, so plans today, we have POTA that reset here. So I'm going to try to get as far as I can into this on the stream, just so people can kind of see what I use. Can talk a little bit about the event, collect my stuff, and we can do some, not arena, but the tournament. So the tournament is live again. I like that they're bringing back the tournament more often, just because it's more stuff to do. So why not? You know, there's a lot to do, which is pretty cool, and it doesn't require a ship. So I can have all my little ships busy doing stuff and still do all the stuff that we just talked about. Pretty sweet. Let me send off some guys on exploration. So exploration now drops riftstones. I don't know if any of you guys saw a post on the forums about that, but it's been fixed. So they said that they up the drop rate of riftstones to compensate for that as well. So send your guys off to do explorations again so you can get more riftstones. So currently I was lucky enough to, on my third pull a kitty cat and an assassin kitty, and I'm currently running stage 5. I'll show you guys once I get this free, because I need the guys that I use on my equipment teams to run it. I'm currently running stage 5. Once I get my kitty up to 6-star, I think I can probably do stage 6. The thing is you need a cleanser, and my only cleanser right now is Eos, who is the light spellbinder. But she doesn't heal, and she has that hot heal over time. But it's not reliable as a solo healer, whereas like Anat and Diane could solo heal this. Eos can't, so I would have to pair Eos with another healer and then a tank, which means the kitty cat has to be doing DPS, and currently my kitty cat is only 5-star, so can't quite do the DPS yet. I mean, I pulled the fire one, then I pulled the nature one. So I'm going to use the nature one just because the AoE dot is really strong. It's unique, you know, it's the only class that can put out so many AoE dots like that. So I decided to build that one instead. But yeah, I think as long as it can survive, it doesn't really have to do damage, it just has to live. Can I do this guy? Let's see. Is his Valentina fast? No, it's not. It's got high resist though. Yeah, whatever, I'll try it. I'm getting kind of high up there. I'm like rank 50 something now. It's a little high for what I like to be, because it starts getting a little challenging up here. I'm just going to do some arenas so that I don't have a stack of arena tokens. You know, my timer keeps counting down. I don't like to let the timers overflow, because they don't overflow. Looks like his Diana is going to get a turn. That's cool. Got rid of the shield. Sweet. What's just saying? Is that what dots mean? Dot means damage over time? Is that I'm not sure what you're trying to say there. Oh man, I got taunted by his auto. That's not cool. Really, his only big threat is his dark or chaos nat 5. Lucky SOB. So if I can take him out, I should be good, which he's about to get fully healed with a revenge buff. Yay. And then the evasion goes up. See, now I don't want to attack him because he'll counter me and it's gonna hurt. Ow, 7,000? Yeah. See, I need to 5 or 6-star these guys. They're not meant to take damage like this. let's. I think I have my sleep up again. Oh no, I don't because auto he provoked me, and that provoke messed up my like combos. And he provokes again because accuracy autos new meta. Oh my god, would you stop? And they have evasion, so I can't sleep them. This is GG. So this one didn't go. So I've beaten this guy before, but I just got to get luck to fall in my favor, and it did not fall in my favor this time. So I can't win that. So some of you guys might have noticed I'm running with the new crowd. What happened was Ruptured Wave and Fractured Pack. We kind of joined forces, and some of us more. I don't want to say better because we're not better. It's just we're more active. So some of the more active people went on to Fractured Pack, and we're using Ruptured Wave as sort of a introductory guild. And as people get more involved in the game and spots open up in Fractured Pack, they can move on up. As people in Fractured Pack get more casual, they can move over to Ruptured Wave. So it's kind of a back and forth flow where we have a more in-game oriented guild or alliance, and we have a more casual, laid-back oriented alliance. So that's sort of what's going on here, and that's why we got some new people that you see up here in the chat that aren't normally there. Like Jess decided to join us. So Jess, Dot and Hot and DPS and all that lingo, it's been around since like MMOs were a thing, like even back before WoW days. Like it goes back to like EverQuest, like the original original gaming days of early 90s, and it just kind of stuck around with the community. So it's just everyone that's been a long time gamer, just damage over time is a Dot, heal over time is a Hot, DPS, damage per second, But anyways, so that's where all this slang comes from. It's just like when you're on the internet. What does LOL mean? Who the hell knows unless you look it up for the first time, But anyways, alright, so let me do one more of these. And then I'll let it say. I'll go do some like tournament, or we can do Path of the Ancients, whichever one. Okay, I know I can beat this guy. I've beaten him before. So the trick to doing well in upper levels of arena, you don't really get rewarded for fighting a challenging opponent, which kind of stinks, So you get to recognize the people you can beat with a certain team, and you just beat those same people over and over again. You use refresh and beat them over. Like there's no reason to try something new unless you're feeling frisky. So that's why I'm always fighting the same people because it's safe and you really need the alliance points. Alright, so they're gonna get to go. He's gonna heal. Okay, sometimes he heals and sometimes he uses his ability, so that's why I used my evasion, even though I didn't have to this time because they both healed. But you can see how squishy his Anchor is. It's gonna go down. I don't get to use that yet. Let's. I wonder if my auto can kill him. Let's see if auto can kill him. Oh crap! I forgot about the revive. I was thinking that was Diana. Well, it shouldn't matter. Actually, I would rather her revive him than revive the Anchor, who can actually do a lot of damage to me. I got the artifact for my Jumma. This is a new addition this week. In the previous weeks, you guys have not seen me rock the artifact on him, so it really helps a lot in arena, because now I don't have to worry about Petra rogue hitting him, unless he revenges like this. Luckily he didn't crit, so we're good. And that buff, that revenge plus taunt buff is annoying. Yeah, let's live stronger. So heal. Now, see, I'm used to like my turn having certain, or my team having a certain turn order. Whenever my man up is off cooldown, Jungma's AoE is also off cooldown. That last battle, I was confused as to why it wasn't, but it's because of Otto, him doing his mean things. Let's go ahead and try to take out the revive. Oh man, we're not gonna take her out. No. Yeah, we are. Alright, so now they can't revive. That's good. As long as my artifact weapon keeps proccing, I don't have to worry. Oh. I do have to worry about that buff going out, because he can counterattack me like that. Do you see that? We have a super crit Petra. That's always fun, right? I don't get no provokes. Let's see, have evasion up? Okay. I think he's gonna heal. Ah, man, if I could have taken him out, I would have had a shot, but his super crit Petra legit might take me out. I've beaten this team so many times. There's still an element of RNG to the game, like he super crit my Jung Ma while his artifact weapon was off cooldown, you know, like, what you gonna do about that? Ow, he just super crit Auto, that hurt. And now we're just killing time until eventually the enrage is gonna kick in. That's a lot of dots, Sire. What's going on? Lots and lots of dots. You know what? I can do this to my EOS, and I can extend the. I'm just extending the game now. I don't think I can beat his super crit Petra. I definitely can't beat him unless I take out whatever his name is, the Order Bard. That means check Discord to view my defeat. Alright, cool. I don't have a way right now, the way I have everything set up, I can't like play a video. I mean, I could, it would just take me a second to set it up. Maybe in the future I'll put an overlay on so I can like quickly play content that's not part of BlueStacks. Because right now the main window that you see up that corner is just my BlueStacks window. So I could like overlay it with like a browser window or something. And then whenever I want to play stuff, I can make it visible and then make it invisible again. I can do some fancy stuff. I just don't have it set up, and you guys don't want to just see, you know, watch me try to set stuff up. I'll just be like typing on a keyboard, so that's fine. Alright, so we hit the enrage. Let's see if we can actually take out, I think it's Rictus, I think is his name. Oh man, his counterattack buff is gonna wreck me though. He's got the taunt plus revenge up at the same time while 2 stacks for enrage are going. Yeah. 3 stacks. Can my auto do it? Oh man, come on. Okay, he's dead, but I mean, I know he's not gonna revenge. He's gonna heal after this. Oh, I thought he was gonna heal. He didn't heal. No. Good job, Ballsack. You got me. Alright, let's go do tournament. Let me make sure all my ships are doing stuff. Let me go do tournament. Okay, this is complete. I'll do some, I'll set my guys out to go do the event thing. See if I got anything good. Oh, that's actually decent. An armor slot and an HP slot? Yeah, I'll hold on to that. I actually need more armor gems. Yeah, Witchstone with the crit socket. And some cores to complete it. I got 1 good piece, 1 decent piece. Okay, let's see. How many things do I have? 3. Yeah, I'll just send them out. So, this is my current stage 5 team. Where is Kitty Cat? Oh, that's right. I'm leveling up my Kitty Cat. Oh, come on. hurry up and finish. Okay, while that's finishing, it shouldn't be too long. We can do like 1 or 2 tournament things. I like this new tabletized layout of stuff. It makes it a lot more organized here in the quest thing, and you can have simultaneous quests going on, like the hero event and the tournament at the same time. Good job, UI devs. This is good work. Okay, so tournament, this one. Let's see if we can get some easy ones or some difficult ones. It seems to be that my first ticket is always the most difficult ticket, and after that it's like a breeze. Because I always do the first one on stream, so they throw challenges at me on stream. That's what happened last week. You know, I was on stream and I lost 2, and luckily I won the last one to get my 6th win. And then after I got off stream, I did my second ticket and it was a breeze. And then every day, the rest of the week, every ticket was like, you know, everything went perfectly. I never even got a single loss. I'm not going to lose this one. Well, I figured I wouldn't lose the first round. It's very rare to lose the first round. Yeah, I'm going to get the next turn. Well, not. How did he go? I thought he had a 2 and I had a 1. Oh well. Whoa, where'd Petra go? Is that a non-HP build, Petra? Or maybe I just super crit him. Alright. That was fast. Probably do another one. Man, tournaments so far have been so bipolar. You'll go through teams just stomping them, and then suddenly you'll fight like another, you know, Master 2, Master 3 team, and it just like stops you in your tracks. It's hilarious. Like that, you know, my Jungma uses AoE to one-shot a Petra. That stuff does not happen with any of the Petras I fight in the arena anymore. Uh-oh. Oh, he's the lead too, although he's only 5 stars, so this is like a super tanky team right here. The annoying thing about this is he's going to strip buff, so I'm actually... Wait, no, not that buff, because the buff goes away anyways. That was stupid. Actually, I meant to put the evasion buff, so that there's additional buffs, so I have a higher chance of keeping the buffs I want, which are the 2 he has right now. But... okay, I got the power buff, which is actually the better one. The better one is in the one I want him. I already have him close. I think he's like 95% crit, so he really doesn't need the crit buff. Let's see. Otto, goodbye. Petra, goodbye. And play. Yeah. Gaius is good, but he can't really do things on his own. Alright, let me see if my guy's running scenario stuff. Yep, they're done. Whatever you call this stuff over here on the right side. So now, I can come over here and show you guys what the team is. Which, I mean, you saw the team. It just has the nature kitty as the last slot. You see, I mean, what I would probably do to do stage 6, which, you know, I'm going to try it. Because for science, right? Why not? But, you know, I need a cleanser and I need a healer. And right now, Marigold is, like, if you look at my healer, to me, I guess I do have the order Marigold. Hiya, whatever. Hiya. I got high C, that's what I'm gonna call her, high C. So I got high C up to 6 star because of the last Chaos event. She might be able to heal this, but Marigold is just a great healer, like, you know, so why would I not bring her? But yeah, so this, and then I need something to cleanse off the heal block. So, you know, I need to bring my Eos, who I really need to 6 star, but I need to really 6 star a lot of things. Attack order would probably be, I think it's like this. I think this is the guy that resets cooldowns. Oh no, he gives him taunt. No, I haven't been able to clear floor 6 yet because you need a cleanser and you need a healer which means I don't get to bring my Jungma as a DPS, which means my kitty has to be my DPS. And I had the fire kitty for a while, for my first, to run this whole bottom zone or whatever. And I knew that the fire kitty probably wouldn't cut it as my DPS. But the nature kitty, on the other hand, does an AoE die. Yeah, you'll see her in action here. What happened to my attack order? Didn't I set it? There we go. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. My prediction is the kitty's going to die to AoE damage, and that's going to be the end of it. If my kitty can live through AoE damage, then awesome, because that's, I think the dot damage might be enough. That paired with the new Swift Steal buff. So that's something we should go over for the people who, don't read patch notes and don't go through, the more casual players that sometimes watch my streams. They recently buffed Swift Steal so that it increases crit chance for non-healing stuff. So like, healing abilities would be like the pony's first skill that does a heal on it and stuff like that. I'm not sure if it applies to High C or not. That's something I'll have to ask the devs. But yeah, so all damage-based skill ones, whenever they proc Swift Steal, they get an extra like 40% or an extra 50% crit rate. So that's 50% less crit. That added on to the 15%, basically you have 65% base crit whenever you're running Swift Steal. So look at all those dots. Look at all the dots. And then it also has a 40% chance to activate, whereas it used to be only a 30% chance, I think. So they did this to make Swift Steal a more viable option. It used to just be War Tech for all damage dealers. Now, if you have a damage dealer that has a good A1, a good first ability, Swift Steal is actually a more viable solution, a more viable option for that. So the kitty cats have a really good A1 that does dots, and it has a chance to multi-attack with Swift Steal, which is more dots, and if they have the little combo points, it attacks again, which can proc Swift Steal again, which can proc more dots. So as you can see, dots for everyone. And because the nature one is AoE, that's why I'm running the nature one here in this content. Yes, I am. No, we're missing it. Watch, my kitty's gonna be dead when I come back. Okay, no, kitty's still alive. Kitty's still alive, this is good. And I'm also willing to bet that I could do this on stream and show you guys, and it's gonna work. And I'll be like, yeah, I have a stage 16. Oh, never mind. No, never mind. I was gonna say it probably won't work in practice or whenever I hit the auto button. I'll end up getting lots of fails. But you can see Kitty just died. So GG. And there goes my Aos. My Aos just died too. Because she's not 6-star yet. If I had a Nat can heal this and cleanse it, and then you can bring in an extra utility like, I could bring in an AoE sleeper like Jungma, or I could bring in some more mitigation like Kiva or Petra, or someone to give armor buff or shield or something like that. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. I'm gonna quit out. Like I said, Gaius is good, but Gaius ain't gonna solo, this stuff. So there you go. No, I do not have a stage 6 team. I think if my kitty can survive, maybe I might need to 6-star my Aos as well, because it's at 5-star, you're taking too much AoE damage to even with great gear, you're taking too much AoE damage to survive at 5-star, unfortunately. And I mean, my Aos is seriously geared strictly like, armor block, and it doesn't have 2Ps, but HP armor, like, I have speed on her because she needs speed for the arena comps that I have. So she's missing block, but block wasn't the reason she died. She died from AoE damage, If I still had the kitty, maybe I could pull that off. I'll try it again once I 6-star the kitty. Otherwise, I'm going to have to stay running stage 5. Because that's just how it is. 22 minutes is not enough time for me to pull a whole 15 stones. But you get the idea of a team that would work. You need something to cleanse, you need something to heal, and any additional mitigation or whatever can help as well. So like, you know, if let's say that I had a Diana or an Nat, I could probably do something like, where'd she go? How come I can't find her anymore? There. So if this was Diana or an, this combo right here would probably work. Um, if I had her 6-star, the combo that I'm currently working might work. Although again, my kitty cat needs to survive to actually make that work. But just to make this go faster, since I'm doing floor 5, I can just throw this team on there. Which I wonder, I might be able to use High C instead of Marigold. Not as strong of healing output, um, but has an extra a CC ability on there. That could be interesting. So I don't think dots break CC. I'll try it. Why not? But let's try it one more time. Where did I still need a cleanse? No, I need a cleanse, and this is unfortunately my only cleanser. I mean, I got what's his name? Silas. Where are you, Silas? He's somewhere around here. I can never find the guys I'm looking for when I play on BlueStacks for some reason. He's only at 5-star. There he is. So he's only at 5-star, and he's not. I guess I got this skilled up, and he's on Swift still, so this is a higher chance to prop. But I tend to know that with Silas, like you always get debuffed the like one turn that your debuff immunity isn't up. I don't know. It just always seems to happen. So I mean, I might do. I mean, this might work with Silas here instead of Eos. That might be interesting. Well, let's just try this. Let's see if this works. Oh wait, no, this is floor 5. So this is, of course, this is gonna work. I was supposed to change it to floor 6. This is just gonna be a long, drawn-out floor 5. Although it might not even work because maybe my Jungma just does enough damage to mitigate the risks. Brute force the way through it. That's what I do in POTA. I just brute force my way as far as I can, and then I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like taking the time to sit here and try to craft a team specifically to counter this. I will eventually, but there's just a lot that I have to work on in the game right now, so my efforts are spent elsewhere. And Kitty Cat actually hitting pretty hard. Because I have, since you get that extra boost to crit rate whenever you run Swift Steel, it actually gives you a reason to use crit multiple on weapons because you don't need that extra crit that you can only get from the weapons. So I'm running crit mult gloves and crit multiplier weapon on the Kitty Cat to try to just increase the damage output. See, I mean, that was pretty decent for not even max level 5-star hero. I will say that I cleared floor 6 of the mid tier, the Kitty Cat tier, pretty easily using my standard comp, which is Gaius, Jungma, Marigold, and whatever the event hero is. That was able to do floor 6 of the mid tier, but not so much the high tier, which I mean it should be harder. I would expect it to be, and it is. Obviously, this being floor 5 is no big deal. See, I think that extra sleep, can give me an extra turn to put more dots, to recover more, to put out more healing, let cooldowns come back up and stuff like that. It might make the difference, between victory and failure. We'll find out. I mean, it looks great on floor 5. I actually got 5. Notice that I typically get 3 or 5, and then occasionally I'll get like 12. I don't know. 4 or 5 on the way of the gun is very weird. Alright, it's the last one here. And I guess I'll be sending my guys out to do something else. Alright, I got my kill order set. Let's see if things survive. My high C needs better gear. She's on Swift Steel, which is, now that it got buffed to a higher proc rate, is actually really good. But I need to put crit multiplier on her while also keeping her survivability, her HP and her armor, at a decent level. So that'll be kind of interesting. I can swap her weapon now though, so I might do that. But either way, her gear is but she's at least 6 stars, so she can live a little bit longer. I should be able to make it to the last wave, so while that's going, that's it. Holy gear, Jesus. People got crazy gold. I ain't got that kind of gold. I get up to like 4 million and I'm like, alright, and then I get one hero and put gear on him and I'm down to like under a million. I'm like, oh, 4 million is not a lot of gold. I really like the Nature Cat, his kit is a really unique, interesting kit. I really like it. It synergizes really well. See, look at that, with the Swift Steel set. Also, I pulled a light nomad, or an order nomad, the other day, which I'm really interested in now with the Swift Steel Plus. He could be really sick now. So I'm kind of... I have a lot of stuff that I really want to play with, so I say that, but it'll be months before I actually get around to building it. Alright, come on, more dots. Hit him again. Ah, oh, 10 prod. Alright, you gotta cleanse off that buff, Aos. Do it. Cleanse off that debuff. There you go. Not enough healing output. Although, can I dot everyone up? No, people are healing. No, people are healing. See, I didn't have the healing output. That's what I was worried about with High C. Is that, I was saying her healing output is lower than Marigold's. And right there, you just saw the result of that. My Gaius died because I didn't have the healing output to keep him up. I mean, it's close. You see what's going on there. You see what the strategy is. You have something to cleanse, you have something to heal, something to tank, and then use Nature Kitty and just dot up the entire enemy team. Yeah, it would work if I had a good cleanse heal combo, which unfortunately I really don't in Aos. I mean, I know the devs say she's at a good place and everything, and I mean she is. I use her all the time in Arena. But for PvE, she doesn't really contribute. She takes up space. I'd much rather use a different cleanser instead of her. But I have no options to work with. I would love to pull an Anat or a Diana. I can fuse the fire one and actually have a fire one sitting in my reserve. But she has the same problem. She has a res. She doesn't have a heal. I'd rather prevent someone from dying than bringing them back when they do die. But I'll just send my kitty cat off the Throne Dust. This is what I do whenever I'm leveling up nature heroes, because I can't bring them to Blinding Ice. If I bring them to Blinding Ice, then they don't get targeted, and then Auto uses man up on them, and it takes forever, and then Auto ends up killing himself. So yeah, I have to do nature content in Throne Dust, because look, it's all fire. It's not gonna let me show you anymore. But the second stage of Throne Dust is all fire, and it's a lot easier than anything on Fireglass Crater. So Auto can farm that pretty easily, so that's why I sent guys there. Also, I have another ship free. Let me collect 7 keys. Do I have 7 keys? Here we go. 7. Perfect. See, I don't want to overflow that timer. It's only 25 minutes. Let's do more Swift Steel. Why not? So this is my Swift Steel team. Again, these are my 3 main go-to heroes right now, and then I swap out this 4th depending on what I'm doing. Right now, I'm running High C for this, just extra heals, why not? But man, Gaius has been the best. I feel so bad for my Gawain, because my Gawain was like my MVP tank, and then I crafted Gaius, and he hasn't gotten off the bench ever since I built and evolved up my guys. He now permanently sits the bench. Poor Gwen, which I could probably take the gear off of him if someone else needs it. Just thought about that. Alright, so let's finish out this tournament ticket and then we can do some POTA. Lots of load screens. So this, you know, I mean, anytime I come in to a tournament or an arena and I see guys that aren't fully leveled up, I see some 5-star guys, I know that it probably wasn't a fair match. So I'm not even worried about it. He's gonna be the only annoying one, really. But hey, look, you gave everyone buffs. Guess what? Everyone goes to sleep. Well, I one-shot him, so he's not asleep anymore. But I'm gonna put him back to sleep again. Go back to sleep. And let's go ahead and kill her. And what is one Braum gonna do against the world? Nothing. See? Nothing. Especially being only 5-star. So far, 3 matches, 3 easy matchups. We got lucky. Let's see if the luck continues. I would like to see something a little challenging, but it seems that it's either like, you know, easy or I get stumped. It's never like a good fight. Let's get some. Spend most of our time looking at loading screen. Okay, this team. This would be a good combination once they gear it up. This would be because I freaking hate the Order Shield mating. She has a really strong revives. Arguably one of the best, or arguably the best, if not the best, then one of the best revives in the game. It's pretty sick. So we're actually gonna try to poke her a little bit, which, see, you gotta, if this was geared up, yeah. Oh, someone got to level 50 right before the tournament starts. That's a bummer. Are people talking? I can't like see half of the text that's in, you know, the actual text boxes up here because I'm in loading screens or stuff at the time. What are people saying? So some interesting fights. It'd be cool if you could share the replays that, you know, the game records your replays. It'd be cool if you could share them so other people can watch them, like, in-game or something. Yeah, that might be... yeah, if that is something that you guys want to do, put it on the bottom of the list. I think there's enough other stuff to work on at the moment. There's lots of cool stuff you could do, but then there's stuff that, you know, needs to be done. Although I gotta say, the quality of life, you know, improvements that have been coming out have been pretty stellar. I like the UI tweaks. Everything seems more sleek and streamlined now. It's a lot easier to navigate through like what content you're doing. You know, you guys have the little counter 0 of 1, whatever, whenever you're looking at the map where your ships are and stuff. You know, you have the where you can run multiple dungeons at the same time now. It used to be you had to go in and find the dungeon you had completed. Now if you tap complete, it takes you straight there. Lots of stuff like that. Like, I do appreciate it. I know it doesn't get set, but I know that stuff takes time to implement. I appreciate that. I know the rest of the player base probably does too, or they just overlook it, you know. I do software development too, so I look for stuff like that. See, this team is set up to be like a wombo team, kind of like what I have. You know, I have a one-man wombo team, you know, like I meant to go fast and do a bunch of AoE damage or CC, which in this case is both. But mine just revolves around giving Ma extra turns. Fire Phoenix, his team is kind of set around the same thing, a fast team that does lots of heavy burst damage. But you know, they're VIP 0, level 45. They're still working on gear. Once they get the gear, once they get everything speed tuned, that's gonna be another. Yeah, they got good heroes. That's what I'm saying. It's just a matter of getting them geared right. All right, so final fight. So far, we've had a streak of easy opponents. Let's see, easy opponent or difficult? If we get another easy one, I'll go fight in the arena one more time. You guys can watch me lose again. Whoa. Okay, well, I said I wanted a tough opponent. Here we go. Yeah. A fire assassin. Or not fire assassin. Yeah. Say assassin. I keep thinking the blade dancers are assassins because they look like assassins as well. But yeah, no, that's a legit fire assassin. Alright, so we can still kind of do our combo, maybe? Ooh. Fire assassin went squish. So yeah, we can definitely do the combo, but we lost some key components of it here. Because what's going to happen is Petra's going to put the shield up, his Arctis is going to heal up, and then we're going to be in trouble. Oh no, come on. He had no life left and he was going to strip my stealth. His Petra just had 1 hit point. Okay, yeah, everyone go for auto. Good idea. Come on, do it. No, there's this. Alright, so let's do this so I don't get stunned. Oh, well, he's not stunning. Anyways, stunning. Well, I'm glad I did it because Petra hit my jump off. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna give him man up just so he gets the buffs, but he's gonna lose the turn. He got stunned. Go figure. I think it's an aim, guys, which are super annoying. I guess we can heal a little bit. There goes his buffs. Gone now. Yes, hit auto. Please hit auto. I don't want to reset his cooldowns yet. Yeah, because they're off of cooldown. Okay, good. We have a chance. Okay. I'm gonna just sleep everyone again. And now, oh, I didn't sleep these guys. Guys or Petra? Really, if I can get Petra out of the way, I win. But Gaius is gonna just continually taunt and strip my buffs, which is gonna be super annoying. So maybe we leave him asleep. Let's try to see if we can take out things here. You know? Let's see if we can do that. We get 2 turns here in a row. Okay. Alright. He already did his taunt, so yeah, I'm afraid he's gonna revenge and stun. So let's just throw that up so we don't get stunned and finish him. I thought his Petra was gonna go there and put a shield up. It's still not in the bag. This Petra could be a super crit Wartech Petra. It can do some crazy stuff, so we need to be a little cautious. Okay, my the artifact props. So we got stealth. That's very good. Keep your stealth, Joma. We need you not to die. Otherwise, it's going to be a battle of the rage. Okay, super crit him to end it. So that was a little bit better. Oh, VIP 0 too, and he got the gold slime from the last event. So he's got a VIP 0 that pulled a fire assassin from the last event, and probably had pretty decent. Well, has all attack gear on him. See, if he would switch, I mean, she hit hard. But really, I would recommend switching this to crit damage, or you can leave that as power, but switch one of these. One of these should be HP. Because if I went to one-shot the assassin, then that would have been game over right there. Man, all these other VIP zeros, they got nat 6 or nat 5s. Where's my nat 5 at? It's still in the cores. Okay, I'm clicking. Exit. What? Okay, and then I just shrunk my screen. That was odd. Alright, as promised, I'll go into the arena. That one was a little more challenging, but I said I want to do an arena. I wanna do something that I'm more used to. No. Not this. I'm pretty sure he outspeeds me. I can't remember if this is the team that outspeeds. Yes, it is. So I can't do this because what's gonna happen is turn 1, she's gonna use what is it? This one, the AOE silence, and I'm not gonna be able to do my stuff on turn 1. And it's gonna be a good game. Oh hey, I can fight myself. Here we go. Watch me lose this too because I'm on stream. More load screen. Uh-oh. My own team got turn 1. Not good. It's all gonna come down to who auto uses man up on. If he uses it on Jungma, he didn't. So I should be good. Yeah, just give my team more turns. Ow, that hurt. So see, now I get to use man up on my Jungma and put his to sleep. And then that pretty much seals it. Because if on my team you kill Jungma, what am I gonna do? Like, you know, I don't have anything that can hurt you at this point. You know, it's my only threat. I think I might be the reason why the top like 80 or so for the last 2 weeks has been about 30 to 40 points higher than it was the week before. It's because people just see my team and they take it out really quick. It's a very easy to defeat team. Seriously, I got to rank like 608, and that was top 100 the first time I got top 100. Now it's like 650 is like rank 80 at the end of the week. It's crazy. And so I've been like 3 weeks since that happened. Okay, so now let's do some POTA, Path of the Ancients. I'll show you what I use. Spoiler alert, it's going to be that generic team I talked about earlier, just because it works so good, you know, why mess with success sort of deal. But general rule of thumb, I mean, if you get Jungma, build it. You know, he's a great hero. If you get Marigold, build her. She's a great healer. Like, you know, this last slot, this slot here, honestly, it could be in. So guys, if you haven't crafted him, craft him, because he's hella worth it. Jungma is a great DPS because he also has CC. CC just stands for crowd control, meaning you get to stun or sleep, you know, enemies. And in Jungma's case, he has an AoE sleep on everyone. And then Marigold is just a great healer. Everyone knows about her kit. If you don't, look it up. You know, it's pretty good. I talked about her on my how to gear or how to equip order stuff or whatever. But for the last slot, you know, actually, let's put Kitty Cat just so we can see Kitty Cat fight. But oh, that's right, free energy is over. No. So I need 10 energy to get this 30 energy. So let's find 10 energy. Look at all these small purchases that were made from the events that went on over the weekend, the holiday packages. Everyone in the alliance was just buying them up like hotcakes. And so I had like 400, gifts in my inbox, and most of them were one key and 5 energy. Not that I'm complaining, it's just hilarious. Where are you, kitty cat? Where'd you go? You should be below. There you are. Alright. See, look, I got an Arctis I'm working on building. I have the Firebard, whatever his name, I'm gonna build him. I want to build so much stuff. Unfortunately, I can only do one at a time. It takes me probably almost a week to build a 6-star, but I've, I've been getting more gems now that I can hit top 100 in arena, so I can do more double XP than I used to. So I might be able to do it faster than that. Which actually, I just 6-starred my Chaos Freeblade for this event, and I already have enough, well, 5-star, max 5-star guys, or max 4-star guys, to evolve up another one, but I just have to get all the food, which is, 24? Is that right? No, 20. So I need 24-star food to do that. Okay, so while I was talking my team here, Wine, everyone can beat floor 1 of Path of the Ancients. Even if you're a level 2, you just started the game, you can beat floor 1, and you can get your 10 gems. So if you're new to the game and you're scared to go into Path of Ancients, I have 25 gems. Free 25 gems, just go in and beat floor 1. Super easy. I'm willing to bet this is gonna work up until like 17 or 18, and then I'll have to probably switch out the kitty cat for someone else. Probably high C, get some more CC and some more healing going on. And then once you go past that, then you have to really go into like heavy CC teams, heavy dot teams. You treat each enemy more like a boss, and then so the thing about POTA is the enemies have hidden abilities. So you'll see like let's say a Petra on the enemy team, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, oh, I'm used to fighting Petra all the time in arena. I know what he does. Well, in Path of the Ancients, you need to check his abilities, because chances are he could have a completely different kit than what he has in the normal game. So I don't think it happens this early, but later on you'll get where like the entire enemy team has an extra ability that gives them a chance to counterattack every turn. On the last cycle of Path of the Ancients, there was a wave where you fought a bunch of barbarians, and they all had the when I'm enraged or when I'm berserk, I go multiple times. Like every single one of them had that ability, which was super annoying. So stuff like that doesn't happen in the normal game, but in Path of the Ancients, you have to watch out for it. So if you find yourself losing in Path of the Ancients, be sure to double check the enemy's abilities, and there might be some specific thing that you need to try to counter, I know one of them was the entire enemy team, every time they went, 2 of them applied a random debuff to your team, and the other 2 applied a random buff to their team. And I was stuck on that for a while, and what I figured out is I needed to make my team work, I needed to take out the debuff, the enemies that gave my team debuffs every turn, every time they went. I needed to take out those guys first. So I had to make sure that I targeted them down. Yeah. Stuff like that. If you don't look at what the abilities of the enemies are, you don't know stuff like that. So once again, really easy in the beginning. If anyone has any generic questions or comments or anything, feel free to chime in Twitch chat. Or if people are saying stuff in channel 3 or an alliance chat and I can't see it because I'm on loading screen half the time, let me know. I can see my Twitch chat, but I can see that more than I can see the in-game chat. I really think the Nomads can be really interesting with their, not guard, but their buff that they put on something that whenever it gets attacked, they then counterattack. That combined with Swift Steal would be really good combo. You know, load them up with crit damage, like, what, get them to 30% crit rate, and then, you know, it adds on 15 for their base plus 50 for having Swift Steal on top of that. And then anytime their target takes damage, they revenge. That's what the revenge buff. Could be interesting. Whoa, my cat just hit for harder than my Jung Ma did. And he hit a single hit harder than my Jung Ma hit his triple hit. So, not so much. I was about to say, how did that happen? Yeah, honestly, the cats are pretty good. The nature one has a really cool kit where the dots spread, but I would say that all of them, the way that their A1 works and synergizes with Swift Steel, all of them are good. There is no bad cat pool. You know. I would say out of the 4-stars that have come out, out of all the damage 4-stars that have come out, so far I like them the best. What other damage 4-stars have been released? The battle mages, you know, I mean, I have a 6-star Akami, in which he's good, but he's kind of a one-trick pony. You know, his A4 that he gets whenever you awaken him does really good damage, really good AoE damage. But it's on like a 2-turn initial cooldown, so it takes him a while to get there. It takes him a while to build up. And that's really all he does. It has a chance to stun, but it's a low chance. Jung Ma has a 100% chance to sleep. Stun is better than sleep because you can't break it. If they take damage, it doesn't break. But it's only like a 20% chance, so. It'd be interesting to see once Alliance Wars start how that play out. You know, if you guys watched the Alliance War beta that I was in 2 weeks ago with Ruptured Wave, it was such a blowout that it ended up being like really boring, especially on the second day for us. You know, I had like full Alliance War energy. You get like a maximum of 5 energy. I had it full, and there was all the towers that we owned were already fortified. All the towers we didn't own already had a bounty on them, and I already had good position in the inner ring. So I literally had nothing to do. Like, I could have moved my guys off of the inner ring, but why would you do that, you know? So I spent like the last 12 hours of the war just kind of checking in on it every once in a while, watching the points tally up, and that was it. So it'll be interesting now that, you know, I'm with these guys. Yeah, it's not going to be such a cakewalk. I have a feeling I will be more on the outer edge. You know, I'll take some jabs towards some of the inner rings, but I won't be able to hold it, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. But at least I can still fortify with bounties and stuff like that. Like, it's just cool that no matter what your level of gameplay is, there's something for you to do in the Alliance for it. So yeah, as you can see, with a decent team, POTA is kind of boring until you get to a wall, because, you know, there's like, my guys are barely getting scratched, and yeah, even Gaia is just one shot their guy. Um, that's how a lot of their content is. Whenever you're progressing, it's like so easy that you don't even have to pay attention, and the next thing you know, you hit a wall. Like, it's like driving down the interstate with a blindfold. You're 1 minute going 90 miles an hour, next minute you crash and burn. You have to go back and figure out why. I guess in that scenario, you probably wouldn't live through it to figure out why, but at least this is just a game. Don't drive blindfold. I do not promote that. Yeah, I wonder if that message went through. Yep. It's embarrassing when you lose to yourself in arena. It has happened to me. I've had my arena team do the combo perfectly on myself before, and I'm like, oh, okay, if the AI does it right, it hurts, and it's devastating, but they rarely do it right. So what wave are we on now? Like 12? Oh, we're still on 6? See, this is why I normally don't do POTA that often, or don't really focus that much on it. Just because it's time consuming. I need to see if the rewards are still the same as they were last month. The rewards are good if you can get at least to stage 20. You know, if I think if the rewards were a little bit better, then I would focus more on it. Or if it was more spread out with like, the rewards scattered more throughout it, then they could justify putting better rewards in, and then I would feel more inclined to try to push. But I think I was stuck on like 18 last reset. It was either 18 or 19. There was one where there was like 3 or 4 stages that you had to do in a row, and if any of the guys died, then you couldn't use them again. And I would get to the middle tier, and things just fell apart there. Like, I could do the first 2 waves just fine, and the third wave I just got wrecked. So I was kind of like, all this is to get to it was 18, because all that was to get to 19, and I would have gotten like, I think like 50k gold. I was like, it's not worth the effort to get 50k gold. Now if I could have gotten past that and gotten the legendary core, I probably would have summoned one of the nat 4s that I already have. Because we all know that's how it works. You're only allowed to summon things you already have. I'll never get in a nat. It's not gonna happen. Okay, so like this. We have 6-1, 6-2, 6-3. That means if any of your heroes die on any of these stages, then you can't use them on the later stages. It's not until you get to the checkpoint that everything resets. And then you have these stages here, which means you have to use 2 separate teams. So if you go way in the future, this one you have to have 3 separate teams. And if you go into further future, there's ones where you have to have like 5 or 6 different teams. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, so they still have it where you have to beat all 3 20s to get the first legendary core. Yeah, okay, it was 19. 19-2, this is where I was stuck. So I would have had to still be this and still be 20. All I would have gotten was, a wisp. So I was kind of like, I don't really need a wisp, and I didn't feel like putting. Yeah, I tried it several times while it was free, but I didn't manual it. I didn't try to craft a specific team for it. I think the abilities that the enemies had were to have a chance to counterattack, and yeah, there was a team where they had bombers and stuff on the other team. So I had to bring my Aos to cleanse the bombs, and she was too weak to deal with the counterattack against her. So let's see, do they have any extra? I don't see any extra abilities on these guys, so it's not until later that they probably get those extra abilities. Ugh. Man, I kind of wish I could push an auto button on POTA until, and it would go until like my team gets close to losing or something. I feel like this is boring to watch on stream for you guys. Same guys just stomping some wave after wave. And it goes so fast I can't even read chat. I want to know what video he's talking about. Oh, yeah. That I actually found that out this like earlier today about the rifts not dropping, or the exploration not dropping rift stones. Yeah, I've heard that too. That apparently the Nat 5s from this round are kind of underwhelming. Yeah, yeah, if I had one, I could let you know. If I don't have one, personally, I would show you what it's like. But all we have to go by is what you fight against. And if you look at like how difficult this is compared to the assassin event, that was the last hero event, it seemed like that event was a lot harder. I couldn't even beat floor 5, which we actually had some fun on the stream trying to craft different teams to beat it. And I never really got close. And on this one, like, I could probably do floor 6 once I actually 6-star the kitty cat. Or if I had, a clean seal combo. Oh, man. I need to take a break from this and go back and do my other tournament ticket. This is kind of boring in my opinion. I mean, if I was watching this, I would be bored, So, viewer choice. You guys will have to let me know whenever I post this on Reddit if watching this is worthwhile. I know there are some newer players that watch my streams, but for you guys, I don't know if this is even helpful, because all you're doing is saying, okay, well, once you have good heroes that are well geared, you can roll through the beginning parts of Path of the Ancients. Like, what is there to learn from that? What is the takeaway from that? I mean, I use a standard team of a tank, a healer, a DPS, and then a 4th slot for whatever is needed. But if you're like stuck on this wave, chances are my Jung Ma is going to brute force its way through it. What would be really interesting, and I hope the devs could put this in at one point, if I could go back and replay a stage of POTA that I've already beaten, like preferably if it cost free, even if it didn't cost free, even if I had to pay to play it again, that would be fine. I've had some people ask me about previous stages before, and you don't even have the ability to go back and look at them. Maybe it's changed. I should check that. I'll check it after I finish this wave. If I can go back and look at what enemies are on a given wave that you've already beaten. Because being able to, if people are asking for advice or help on certain content, and you can't see what that content is because you just hit the play button and beat it while you were watching TV, it's not very useful. Could switch and use all 5 stars. I think I have 5-star tank, 5-star healer. I know I have 5-star healers. I think I have a 5-star DPS too. That'd be interesting. Oh, someone's saying a Nat 5 is bad whenever they're 5-star and in bad gear. You don't say. Alright, so can I see what's on 8? Nope. Clicking on 8 does nothing. Hold it down. Nope. So you can no longer, or you not no longer, but you never have been able to, and you still can't go back and look at something you've already cleared. Alright, so let's have some fun. Let's mix this up. No being OP. Okay, we have to use heroes that people that are accessible, right? So we'll play no 6-stars. You gotta use 5-stars. Let's use like Roland, right? Because he's my only 5-star tank. I need a 5-star healer. We'll probably do Arctis here, or not Arctis. Silas as my 5-star healer. We'll do Ancor. He's a great DPSer, even a 5-star. And let's do like, there we go. We'll do Sylvis because he gives the buff. And let's switch these around. Let's do that. That way, if someone starts to drop low, they get buffed up here. Let's see if these guys have any extra abilities. Nope, that looks normal. Let me check her just in case. Yep, so they don't have any extra abilities. Everything looks normal. Here we go, full 5-star team. No 6-stars. I think this is about the point. I think the first time I did POTA, I got stuck at like 12 or 13. So, should be about at that point. So, eventually the 5-star is going to stop working. Oh, someone just pulled in that. Oh yeah, I got 2 artifact things. As you can see, my Ancor is all ready to be 6-starred. So he gets, or he already has the artifact. And he actually has pretty decent gear on him. Both the artifacts I got for my Oathbows are pretty good. I actually need a 6-star him, along with, like 5 or 6 other people that I have. You can see I follow the same formula that I was telling you guys earlier. I have a tank who's my Roland. I have a DPS who's Ancor. I have a healer who's Silas. And then I'm using a support instead of another DPS in Sylvis. So, yeah, this will generally get you through most content. And if you're not getting through the content, if you're getting stuck, it means you need first check who you're fighting against. There might be a strategy you need to counter. So you need to switch up like what support you're bringing, switch up what damage dealer you're bringing. Maybe they have no healer, but they have a lot of damage output. Well, if that's the case, then bring bruiser comps or bring guys that have damage based off HP, damage based off of armor. Like go like 2 tanks, 2 healers sort of deal. It'll last a while, but you'll out sustain them and you'll still win. Other than that, standard comp. But that's right. I was saying that if you're failing because of the standard comp, look at other stuff like that, alternative strategies. And if that still fails, you probably just need a 6-star and gear your people. Significant difference between 5-star and 6-star. Every time you evolve your people up, it's a substantial difference, more so than I see in other games. Than I've seen in other games, I would say. Come on, load screen. There we go. So it takes longer. Not really much more exciting. It just takes longer. But you can see it's doable with 5 stars. Like, you don't have to have OP 6-star heroes to do whatever stage, whatever wave this is. Stage 2 of whatever wave. I can't wait to see what kind of damage my Anchor can do once I 6-star him. And max his gear. His gear ain't maxed. Now see, I'm still on 9. Like, you know, here's what I'll do. I'll clear up to 10, and then we'll do something else, right? And then next week, I'll pick it back up because we still got a whole month before it resets, right? So I'll take a break there. We'll come back and we'll do 10 through probably 17, 18. Well, I'd probably do up to 19 next week because this is getting kind of long and boring in my opinion. This is the type of content I would do, like I said, while I'm like sitting on the couch with the wife watching a movie. You know, I hit play and then come back later and I'm like, yay, collect reward. That's what you get to do once you have good heroes with good gear. You get to push the play button and come back later and collect rewards. Oh, look at Jama. I've seen that trick before. Uh-oh, taking some damage. Yeah, everyone attack the guy with the death shield. That's smart. Good job, guys. You did it. I think that's the end of 9, so now I'll do 10. I'll quit. Yep. Okay, so 10 is the first one that's split, right? You have to use 2 separate teams, which I actually got 2 teams going right now. I've noticed that one of these is always harder than the other, so if you look at these, they're all level 53. And if we come down here and we look at this one, they're all level 33. So what you want to do is you want to take your strong team against the harder one and your weak team against the weaker one. Common sense, right? Pretty easy. So this 5-star team that I've been using, I'm going to send it against this weaker one. And then, you know, if you can use your like weakest 5 heroes, you know, to take out the weaker team or whatever, then that frees up all the rest of your heroes to do the harder, you know, the other harder parallel ones that you have to do. I don't know what their proper term is for when the nodes are stacked like that. Oh, grats. That's on 3. And 3 is quiet today. Let's see. Let's see what VIP level he is. VIP 9, yeah, he deserves He deserves the net 5s. I feel like these people are spending that kind of money on the game. I'm like, man, you guys deserve your net 5s. Aww. Great. Now I can't tell what I type. Brettler is one of the players from Ruptured Wave, which I think within their bracket in Alliance Wars, Ruptured Wave is going to be pretty dominant. There's a pretty big gap. There's like the top alliances, and then the group below them, and I really think that Ruptured Wave has probably the best players in that little gap there. Of course, unless, you know, all of them, all the better players moved up. Fractured that, but so yeah, we are going to do this. My generic team. So those 5 heroes that I used on the easy team, you know, I can't use those. You're not allowed to reuse any of the same heroes unless you have duplicates of it. So if I had like 2 Jung Maws, I could use a Jung Maw on both, but not the same Jung Maw on both. So kind of cool. You know, there's been some talk about making Path of the Ancients more difficult, since now that more people, I think 4 or 5 people were able to complete it in the last rotation. Let me just throw out my 10 cents, because, you know, I have 5 times as much as 2 cents. So my 2 cents on that is you shouldn't make the content that's already there more difficult just because you have players that can complete it, because then those people who are using that as sort of a landmark goal feel like they've digressed in the game. So, like, you know, every time Path of the Ancients comes out, I get a little bit further and a little bit further, a little bit further. Well, if you suddenly make it more difficult, I'm not going to get to where I previously was able to get to, and I'm going to feel like I digressed in the game. So I think a better way to do it would be to come out with like a hard mode, or waves beyond wave 30. You sound like additional content that's beyond what the current cap is, what the current goal is. You know, that way players that can complete it still have additional stuff that they can work towards, while the players that are trying to get to those goals still see that they're making measurable progress towards, you know, accomplishing that goal. That's my thoughts on it. So I would be bummed if I suddenly couldn't do as well from one Path of the Ancients to the next. You know, I understand that heroes probably change stuff like that, and it does change the dynamic, but you should be able to do roughly about the same, preferably better than what you did last month. You know, if you're not progressing after an entire month of playing the game, that's pretty depressing. Alright, so that was 10. We got our epic hero. Hey, let's go open it. Let's see what we get. And maybe I'll get something good. I actually have 2. Let's open both of them. See if we get some goodies. It's probably going to be 2 3-stars. 3-star? 3-star. See? More food. Good. What do we got here? I have that, and oh yeah, tournament reward stuff. I'm gonna do my other tournament ticket and then probably call it after that. Yeah, let me send these guys back out. So wait, this guy would be more than max level. So I'm going to switch them out, that way I'm not wasting XP. Because, you know, someone else, like, I don't know, this guy right here. Oh, let's do another fire one. I think fire is the best food to farm with auto, because it's, you know, always going to be targeted whenever auto is doing anything. It's neutral to fire and it's weak to water, and that's what you're going to be farming with auto, is water and fire content. Let's also see what we collected here. We have nothing really worth keeping. So yeah, we have gold. That's what we have, and the timer's high enough. I can collect some of this stuff. Let me collect some of the singles. That should be 10. Yeah. Alright. So now my ships are busy again. Alright, back to tournament mode. Get away. Alright. So let's see. First ticket we had 5 easy, 1 difficult, or 1 challenging. I wouldn't say it was really difficult. It was a challenge though. Let's see what we get this time. Hopefully we can fool some of the players that watch the stream. That'd be cool. This isn't gonna go well for him. I'll tell you that right now. Someone's gonna have a bad time, and it ain't gonna be me. I should have hit his Petra with my starting attack from jump off, because then they all would be dead right now. Okay, easy enough. Fight 2. Again, they're all 5-star. They actually have this would be like, you know, a really good team if it wasn't all 5-star. This little nature dragon's pretty fast. I think their base speed is pretty fast. I don't have any speed on my auto. Although I did give him the speed bar buff from Aos, and even then, he still went before me, so yeah, with gear and with some 6-starring, this guy would be pretty dangerous. Yeah, he's got the right idea, and this is how I would gear him myself as well. Maybe some aim though, because you know he has a lot of effects like reducing the speed bar and damage over time and stuff, and you need aim for that to land so it doesn't get blocked. You know, like if you reduce my attack bar, but auto doesn't resist, or he auto resists it, he can just man up on Jungma, and then Jungma can kill you. That's actually the best way to counter my team, is if you have high block and you resist Jungma's sleep, even though I have him built with like 120, 130 aim. You know, if you resist his sleep, it's game over, especially if you have a cleanser. You know, like one of the spell weavers that resists his sleep and then cleanses the sleep off everyone else. Yeah, that's super annoying. Here again, we have some decent heroes. He got, I bet this is going to be a VIP 0 with a nat 5. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't think I need to do anything. Whoa, what happened to his nat 5 guy? He just disappeared. Apparently he built them all damage. no survivability. Nero is saying they changed fights after wave 10. So those first 10 waves I did in POTA, were the same as they've always been, and they've always been fairly easy. I think with like 4 and 5 star heroes, I was able to clear up to like 12 or 13 the very first month I was playing the game. So don't be scared to try that. And I mean, for a starting player, there's really good rewards. The problem is 0 to 10 is super easy. 10 to 20 is pretty darn difficult. Like you have to get to 20, you have to have really good heroes that all have to be 6 star, and you have to have decent gear. Going from 20 to 30 is you have to have the right heroes and awesome gear. Hey, look, the nature kitty cat already 62. Dang. So luckily I have Aeos who can cleanse dots. But this is someone who's been grinding away if they already have a max level kitty cat. Well, whoever it is has been grinding at this event, so congrats to that. Gayosho? Unfortunately for him, he didn't resist anything. Well, that guy was VIP 7. He spent all of his money on pools, on trying to get guys, and none of his money on investing in the pools that he has. It's, I come across that a lot in the arena. I'll fight like a VIP 8 plus that has a full team of Nat 5s or whatever, and you just wipe the floor with them because they have no gear. And it's not just about pulling heroes. You have to have the right guys to go with it. Dark Mech, huh? I don't think I've seen Dark Mech. Full sack. You beat me in the arena earlier. What does a Dark Mech do? That is a good question. Let's hit him, see what he does. He counterattacks, okay, that's cool. Okay, this team is gonna be, they're pretty tanky. Notice I didn't even break through the shield. Like, he put the shield back up, but I didn't even break through the shield that was provided by Diana. Okay, well, no resist, so that's good. Which means I can perpetually sleep them for the first 2 rounds. Yeah, that's good. Probably can't. Well, I might. Can I kill Diana? These need to be super crits. Yes! Alright, there goes Diana. Let's just hit this guy. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Now he's gonna do his stupid little. Well, he's only 5 stars, so it's probably not gonna hurt that bad. See, not gonna hurt that bad. Then we can kill him. Yay! We'll just remove that. Oh, he revives. That's interesting. Let's do this so I can't get provoked. Let's see. That's cute of you. And now we have Auto versus the world. Which, when you're fighting an Auto like this, try not to hit him with guys that don't do damage, because then he heals if he blocks, blah, blah, blah. That's why I used Aeos's little thing. So here's another, he's got awesome heroes, but 6 star, like 6 star, get some gear, look at it. Work on what you got. But he's only VIP 3, so that's not that much money put into the game. He got super lucky. I know plenty of players who are way beyond VIP 3 that do not have 2 Nat 5s, especially an OC Nat 5, and an OC Nat 5 that can tank everything for you, because that's how war mechs are. They can tank everything. They have taunt for 3 turns on a 1 turn cooldown. Alright, this is 5-6 already. This has been a fast tournament. Oh crap, we have Well, judging by his Petra only being 5-star, I don't think it's really that big of a deal. But he's gonna do the thing where he buffs his team's speed and blah blah blah. So we're gonna go ahead and put up evasion because we don't know what's gonna happen here. Not really much happened, so that was good. Oh, he reset the cooldowns. That's what happened. Bastard. Not cool, man. I don't want to use it, do my combo thing yet because I haven't used his first round. There we go. Now we can do the combo. Ooh. We don't want to wake up everyone. We can wake up. Oh, she's asleep. Or she's not asleep. She's taunted. Provoked. That's provoked, not taunt. Huh. I'll get rid of this guy. Oh, I can cleanse it. Yay. That turn order could not have worked out better. Alright, so we get rid of this guy. What? We almost did not get rid of that guy. Next up, we want to kill his healer. Kill. No, he is tanky. Oh man. There we go. Okay. This should save auto. Need to kill his Petra. This will at least keep his Petra on the defensive too. Ooh. Let's keep him asleep. Hopefully auto doesn't man up. Whoa. Provoked everyone. Alright. Come on, finish him off. You can do it, auto. You did it, auto. Good job. At least, you know, the fight 6 on both of my tickets were better fights. They weren't blowouts. They didn't end in 2 rounds, you know, so that's good. And kill. No. His auto is tanky. Look at him go. I don't think he can take on the world. But he's definitely, this is someone who has put some time into their gear. Yeah, VIP 7, got some decent, got a Nat 5 in there. Man, his Petra was 6-star. That would have been a different ball game, I think. Alright, now let's go open the rewards. Can I exit? Yeah, okay. Thought I was going to have to click exit instead of hitting the X every time. That would have been a little annoying. Let's see what we get. Alright. So if we're going to get artifacts, I would like an artifact for maybe the kitty cats. That would be cool. Or one of the 3-star, not an elemental. So that'll be dust I can sell. Good, dust is always good. Power. Why would a spellbinder ever need power? I thought they controlled what drops based off of like the type of hero it was. Why would a support spellbinder ever use a power weapon? They never would. So that's gonna be something that I instant sell, unfortunately. That's oh, and it's Bloodstone too. I use Bloodstone on my auto. So auto's artifact ability is whenever he provokes anyone, he also gets a counterattack buff, which is pretty good. It's only 4-star, but it does have, I can put a block, an HP, yeah, it does have some good sockets, and I might be able to work with that. Yeah, he would lose some survivability, but if I can make up, yeah, it might be worth it. Let's see what the last one is. Hey! Kitty Cat won! Oh, it's Witchstone. Oh, no, kitty cats are Switch Steel. I mean, you could run them Witchstone, right? Because, you know, the dots would be 7.5% instead of 5%. But I think there's way more dots whenever they're switched, especially if you look at how they are when they're skilled up. So let's look at the kitty real fast. So it should be right here. Yep. So if you look at their skills, when this is skilled up, it's a 70% chance, right? With aim, it's basically you're gonna run these guys aim. Why would you not run an aim? Maybe one speed, one aim, but a 70% base once they're skilled up, that's basically a 100% chance to land, assuming they don't have like ridiculous block, right? And then it adds an extra duration, so they're 2 turn dots instead of 1 turn dots. Yeah, and then the way this combo point works, they have combo points. They get a free attack on the target, which can then do Switch Steel again. So like Switch Steel really shines on these guys, much more so than Witchstone, I would say. And what would I gain for it? I would get 1 additional focus point. So I would get 3 focus points whenever they use this on a 4-turn cooldown. And it would be 4 instead of 3 if it's skilled up. It's not worth it for me to switch from Switch Steel to Witchstone, honestly. So, yeah, I mean, you could, like I said, you could run these on Witchstone to make their dots stronger. I just think the way their A1 works plays really well with the new Switch Steel. So, anyways, alright, well, I'm going to call it there for tonight. Slightly longer stream, so I hope you all have a good week. I will see you next Wednesday.